have meetings or we have a Zoom meeting, people tend to ask us, Mr. Paul, what is Ricabot? So basically, Ricabot is a robot system, and we are formed during the last year, 2021, is on 13th of April. Okay. Before that, actually, Ricabot be more focused onto Forex, and we have robots for Forex as well. But since last year, a lot of people throughout the world, we started to be interested with cryptocurrency. Why? Because of Elon Musk, one word, okay, they say that they accept Bitcoin as a transaction. So that's why from that moment, people around the world, across the globe, they started to looking for what is cryptocurrency. And that's the moment where our company, our founders, they decided to actually open up our robots to help our clients to trade in cryptocurrency, okay, which is called Ricabot, all right? And then Ricabot basically is a web app, currently it's an APK app with 5 major things. Okay, the first one, simple operation, because when you use Ricabot apps, you can see gas point, withdrawals, transfer, deposit, everything is just very direct. That's why some of the apps, when we are using our phone, we love to use it. Why? Because it's very simple, friendly users, direct. Okay. The second thing, updated information. So because in your Binance or Poppy and Ricabot, all their data was actually synced together. So that's why all the information was updated. The third one, API binding. This API binding is one of the main reasons to protect the client capitals and also their profit. All right. And then the fourth one, data transparency. Data transparency is one of the main reasons where the people across the globe, they wanted to know about cryptocurrency, because all these things that you can see, I can see, everybody can see, okay? You cannot see anything that is falsehood, all right? And the fifth one, market movement. Okay, so actually in Ricabot apps, you can see the market movement all the time. So easy for our clients to analyze which coin to trade, which coin not to trade when they're using other manual trading mode, okay? So currently we are buying with 2 largest exchanges. The first one was Binance. The second one was actually Poppy. Okay, so your clients can actually choose to either to buy with Binance or buy with Poppy. So some clients, they tend to have one a question mark. What is Binance and what is Poppy? For example, when we keep our money in the physical world, where we keep our money, we keep in the banks, right? So in the world of crypto, so Binance and Poppy, they work like a bank. So there's the place where we keep our USDT, our profit, and also our capital. So basically in Ricabot, the best things about it is actually we have AI and EA trading. So the question mark is, what is AI and what is EA? AI is actually artificial intelligence. So this is a very smart robot that our clients can actually use the whole AI system to trade in the cryptocurrency market. At the same time, this AI system is one of the best things that utilized by our expert advisor to analyze the coin, to analyze the market, to analyze the news in order for them to help them to trade for the clients. So expert advisor is actually a team of people. They are based from different countries, like for example, in Malaysia, in Singapore, in Taiwan, in Thailand, US, or China. So they are the one who actually responsible to actually analyze the news, analyze the markets, analyze the everything regarding to cryptocurrency and the financial market before they actually enter the trade for our clients. Right? So currently, Ricabot, we have 3 different trading modes. The first one is actually the spot trading. The spot trading that consists of 2 things. The first one is actually the EAT mode. So EAT mode is a mode that specifically or specifies, okay, for our client who actually doesn't know nothing about cryptocurrency, but they want to trade. Okay, so what can they do? Okay, they can use our expert advisor to help them to trade. The second one is actually the ATM mode. So ATM mode is actually for clients which they want to utilize our AI system to manually trade in the cryptocurrency market, because the AI system enable them and give them a lot of functions for them to easily take profit in the cryptocurrency market. And the third one was actually copy trade. So some traders, they are very professional in trading. So some clients, they wish to follow some traders will synchronize their trades and synchronize their strategies to trade in the cryptocurrency market. Okay, so what's the special highlights of Ricabot? So in Ricabot, there's 10 main things. The first one, your capitals, and the second one, your profit, it's guaranteed, it's protection. Why? Because your capitals and also your profits was 100% keep in your own Binance account. The third one, dominance. Today, if you use Ricabot, you feel satisfied, you want to continue to use it, you can use it. If you use Ricabot, you are not satisfied with the result, you want to stop it, cannot. Can. Is there any penalty? No, because the dominance is in the client's hand. And the fourth one, quantitative tradings. Okay, what does it mean, the quantitative tradings? You can actually utilize the ITM mode and also the copy trade to have a daily trading. And the fifth one, we are using blockchain 3.0. All right, that means they are using TRC 20. And the sixth one, we have exclusive technology, which is the combination of AI and also EA, the expert advisor and the artificial intelligence. That's why we got the next point, professional analysis. With all these data, everything was actually analyzed by the traders and also by the expert advisor. And then the eighth one, risk management. Okay, so risk management, they're divided into a few parts. The first one, okay, for clients who are using EAT mode, our expert advisor will make sure that the trades or the coins they want to trade for the client, they have a high potential to take profit. And also for clients who trade in ATM mode, all right? So all the ATM mode, we have our own strategies, okay, default bot strategies, and also client can utilize the whole AI system to strategize the strategy to trade in the cryptocurrency in order to avoid floating period, to make it shortest, okay, to maximize the profit percentage. And the ninth one, data transparency. As I mentioned just now, data transparency is one of the main reasons why the people, they want to enters into cryptocurrency market, because all the data you can see, I can see, everybody can see. In the last one, referral program. So today, if you use Ricabot, you find out that this is very good when you refer to someone. Yes, you can refer it, and you may have your own rewards. So today, actually, Ricabot was penetrated to around 49 countries, for example, like Malaysia, India, Indonesia, Brazil, China, and so on. All right. So currently, as you can see, this is the Ricabot blueprint, okay? So of course, Ricabot 1.0, 2.0 is already passed. Now it's 3.0. And of course, we are soon launching our contract trading, which is the futures trading, which comes by two modes. One is the ATM futures, which client can use our AI system to trade by themselves manually in the future market. The second one, futures copy trade, okay? Because some traders, they are very expert in trading futures trading. So if you want, you can follow their trade as well. You can synchronize with their other trade. But of course, Ricabot was not just thought as a robot who does cryptocurrency trading. Because why? Because soon this is our blueprint. Okay, this is our roadmap. Okay, we want to have stacking, minings, NFT, GameFi, Metaverse, and others. Anything related to blockchain products. Okay, Ricabot will actually try to enter into it. Why? Because today we want to be a blockchain one-stop solution. So easy for our clients to cross with any blockchain product. So this basically is the blueprint of our Ricabot and also our roadmap in the future. So when speaking about the trades, okay, and speaking about the like people ask, Mr. Paul, you talk about EAT, ATM, copy trade. What is that? Okay, a lot of people say, what is that? Because by name, they doesn't know. It's okay. So let me just share my phone screen so it's easier for you guys to actually understand it. Okay. So this is the one. Okay, so currently Ricabot, we are utilizing web app, or even you are utilizing the APK app. So as you can see on the below of the dashboard in the middle, you can see there's one button for copy trade. All right. So when you enter the copy trade, you will see two different traders over here. Okay, there's got Iron Man, there's got Robinhood. So for the first one, Iron Man minimum tradable fund will be 1,000. If you put anything less than 1,000, for example, you put 500, once you update, you confirm, they will come out a notice over here. Minimum tradable fund is $1,000. Okay, so the second one will be the Iron Man. Okay, Robinhood minimum tradable fund is $150. But over here, as a reminder, once you put $150 over here and you update it, make sure that in your Binance or Poppy, you have $150 USDD. All right, because traders who does copy trade, there are difference from EAT and also the ATM mode. Because why? Because all their strategies is fully dependent on the traders itself. All right, because let's say for the first entry, they may use 10% of your capitals to enter, but let's say there's the market price drop or anything, when they start to enter for the second entry or the third entry, their percentage usage might be different compared to what our EAT or ATM currently using. Okay, so I hope that if let's say you put 150, make sure in your Binance account you do have 150, okay, in your Binance account. And then as you can see on the copy trade side, beside there's the one button called quantitative, right? So once you press on quantitative, you will see there's two different modes appearing. The first one on the top one will be a classic EAT. The bottom one will be a smart strategy ATM. So let's talk about smart strategy ATM first, as this is one of the AI system manual trading mode utilized by our clients to take a lot of profit. Okay, for example, the first one. As you can see, once you enter into it, you can see there's an API access as available USDT. So they will show you how much USDT balance you had in your Binance or Poppy exchange right now. So of course, the first thing to do is you need to choose a coin. For example, you choose AAVE. So once you select AAVE, you can see the current coin price, and also you can see whether it's bullish on the Dow trend. All right. And then on the bottom, you can see there's a strategy mode, which is a single or even a cycle. What does it mean single? For example, if I use single mode, that means once I trade this coin at a price of 169.4, once they increase 3%, I will actually take profit and the whole trade will close. Okay. If I use cycle mode, that means 169.2 or 169.4, once they increase 3%, they will close it and take profit, and they will enter, okay, at the current price again for the second trade. So once they close again after profit, they will enter another current price. Okay. So they will keep on going until we stop it. And then on the bottoms over here, you can see there's an initial trade. Initial trade means that the first entry. Okay. A lot of people will question mark one words. Okay, Mr. Paul, how does Ricabot trading modes works? Okay. Why there's an initial trade? For example, today I'm Paul. I want to trade with $150 as my capital. Okay. Will this system, ATM system, or even Ricabot will straight away enter $150 one shot from me? No, okay, because there's a trading formula. So if I use ATM 10, they will usually utilize 10% of my capitals to enter the trade. For example, 150 is only $15. If let's say the coin price reach 3%, I will take a 3% profit out of $15. So what the question is, when they will fully utilize my $150? For example, you can see over here ATM 10. You can see inside there's a few details: total entries 10 times, fund size 10 times, risk management 22.5%. Okay, so the risk management 22.5%. If the coin price of AAVE 168.9 drop 22.5%. Okay, you just imagine when the coin price is dropped 22.5%. Only then, okay, they will utilize $150 USDT, which I've been set. Okay, there were total entry around 10 positions. As written over here, total entries 10 times. So they will fully enter 10 positions. Okay, so when the market dropped 22.5%, if I use ATM 10, if I use ATM 15, you can see the risk management is 35%. That means the coin price, they need to drop 35%, only they will utilize fully the capitals that have been set. For example, 300, they will fully utilize 300, and they'll enter the maximum position of 15 position. If I use ATM 20, that means the risk management is 47.5%. That means the coin price need to drop at least half, 47.5%. Only they will enter, let's say 600. They will enter fully 600 USDT for me, which the maximum position of 20 position. So ATM 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30, they have one similarities. Okay, that is their take profit is 3%, and when the coin price drop 2.5%, every 2.5% they drop, they will enter for the next position. They drop 2.5%, they enter second position. They drop 2.5%, they enter third position. They drop 2.5%, they will enter for the fourth position, and so on. All right. But for ATM 10 Pro and also ATM 15 Pro, okay, you can see here, this is more towards scalping mode. Their similarities is take profit 1.5%, and their drop price, the price drop of the coin, right, is 1.5%. That means when the coin price drop 1.5%, they will enter second position. Drop 1.5%, they will enter for the third position. So comes back to the bottom here, some client will ask me, Mr. Paul, what is trailing take profit means? Okay, for example, if let's say I set 0.5% on trailing take profit, this is a very, very good one of the strategy of AI mode. All right. So let's say your take profit is 1.5%. If AAVE, that coin from 169, they increase more than 1.5%. Let's say they increase up to 10%. Will that close at 1.5%? No, because I do set trailing take profit at 0.5%. Okay. So once they increase 10%, they need to drop 0.5%, then only they close, which means I'll take profit at 9.5%. If let's say they entered increase up to 20%, then you drop 0.5%, only then they will take profit. That means I'll actually take higher profit at 19.5%. So this is the usage of trailing take profit. So another things like trailing entry, okay, extra entry, I believe everybody know how much we set over in our number for entry. That's available in the extra entry over here. But what is trailing entry? For example, trailing entry for the second position or for the second entry, I set 2%. For the third entry, I set 2%. What does it mean? Okay, let's say we enter the coin of AAVE at the price of 169. Okay, the first entry is $15. Okay, if let's say the coin price dropped 22.5%, as I mentioned just now, usually they will fully enter 10 position, okay, and then they will fully utilize all our capitals, right? But today, if you got set trailing entry, let's say for the second position is 2%, even they drop 20% or even 30%, they will not enter even one entry. Why? Because of this setting. So when they will enter entry, let's say from 169, they drop 20%, they need to pull back or increase back 2%, as I said over here, then only they will enter to the second entry. Okay, so this is to avoid that. If let's say suddenly we enter the market out of sudden the market crash, okay, one candlestick down, this is to avoid we fully enter all the maximum position. So this is the usage of trailing entry. And then split take profit. So split take profit is, for example, sometimes the trade that we enter should actually fully utilize all the position. For example, the coin price it dropped like 50%, fully utilize all the 10 positions really, right? But we know that for the 10 trade and the 9 trade, we can actually take profit. We can actually set separated and then we take profit for the 10 entry and also for the 9 entry. For example, we can set on the 10 entry, for example, we set like 2% and then we set like 2% over here. Okay, so they would, when the profit actually reached for the 10 order and the 9 order, they will actually close separately and then left 8 orders actually out of floatings. All right, so this is how they use it. But please, when you do a split take profit, please make sure your split take profit percentage at least is higher or the same with your take profit percentage. Okay, don't take profit percentage, you go and set 1.5%, then split take profit, you go and set 0.5%. Then there is something data is disruption. All right. So what is trailing split take profit? Okay, actually it's the same concept with the trailing entry, trailing take profit. For example, we set 0.5% over here. All right. So you can look back at the split take profits here. So let's say for the 10 orders, okay, if they reach 2%, definitely they will close it at 2%. But if let's say the market is so good, okay, for the 10 order, they actually suddenly increase up to 10 or 20%. Will they take profit? No. They will need to drop back 0.5% as we do the setting, then only they will take profit. That means they will take profit at the higher percentage level. All right. So basically, this is for the ATM mode. Okay. So another mode that usually our client will love to use it, which is actually our EAT mode. So EAT mode is a very simple, one of the concepts which we love by our clients because the client doesn't need to think what coin to choose or which coin to trade, because all this concept is actually, all these formulas actually strategized and also analyzed by our expert advisor. But the first thing first, you have to understand, once you enter to EAT mode, can you see the initial trade on the bottom? There's a button fix. So the button fix, right? The first thing you need to do is you don't take it first. Okay, don't take it. And then, for example, if let's say our Binance account, I got $5,000, but I just want to use $3,000 to do tradings. So what can I do? I will just press over here. I will change it into 3,000. So when I change to 3,000, as you can see, my initial trade, they will also change. For example, if I want to trade aggressive with 2 coins, you can see they will change to 150. If 3 coins, they will change to 100. If 4 coins, they will change to 75. Or even 5 coins, they will change to 60. So I can change moderate mode or even a conservative mode. So they will actually arrange by themselves, the systemized. All right. But one of the main thing I need to remind you first, as you can see, Ricabot, usually they can only trade the numbers like this, $60 or even $75 or even $100. So anything that comes to, for example, 30.18, okay, the robot, they cannot take this entry. Why? Because behind that decimal point, the .18 or even .73, okay, Ricabot unable to trade. So what we need to do the next thing, for example, you know that I want to trade in moderate mode, 4 coin, okay, and then with $3,000, okay, and my initial trade is 37.73. So we can actually adjust the initial trade, either it's 37 or even 38. So how do we adjust it? It's very simple. You click back the button fix, okay, fix, and then you can change yourself. Either you put 37, then you can see the estimated tradable fund is roughly about the same as 3,000, or you put it as 38. Okay, so they are more or less, they were like 3021 like that. So these kind of numbers only then Ricabot we can trade. So some clients, they will have one thing to ask is, Mr. Paul, what is aggressive mode, what is moderate mode, and what is conservative mode. So as I mentioned just now, we got ATM 10, we got ATM 15, we got ATM 20. So let me make your life easier to have a very simple and direct concept. Aggressive mode, their concept is working around the same with ATM 10. Okay, that means they have maximum of 10 position. Their risk management is 22.5%. Let's say any coin that be traded that dropped 22.5%, they will enter 10 position maximums. All right. When it comes to moderate mode, okay, their total position is 15 and their risk management is 35%. Okay, that's why any coin that been traded that dropped 35%, they will enter 15th position. Okay, and for the conservative mode, their similarities like ATM 20. So that's mean that their risk management is 47.5%. If let's say the coin price dropped 47.5%, they will enter the maximum position of 20 position. All right. So aggressive, usually they will utilize 10% of your capital. Moderate, usually they will utilize 5% of your capital. And then conservative, they will usually utilize 2.5% of your capital. All this for the first entry. Okay, so this is for the copy trade, EAT, and also the ATM mode. So where do you see the coin that been traded? You go back to your dashboard, and then beside the chat, okay, on the right-hand side, you can see one button called strategy. Actually, once you press strategy, you can see all kinds of coins is traded. It's over here. There's a classic EAT, there's a copy trade, or even you have a customized setting, you can press on customize setting. Okay. Talking about customized setting, there's one thing I'm going to let you know. For example, people will say, Mr. Paul, I have my own strategies. How should I actually save my strategy? For example, okay, sorry. You go back to ATM mode, you can see in the ATM mode, we got a few strategy like what we have done over here. We got testing 1, 2, 3, Ricabot 1, 2, 3, testing zip, and super profit. Okay, let's say I have my own new strategy. How should I actually enter the strategies? I need to input it. Okay, so very simple. You go back to the main page. Okay, go back to the main page. You can see the profile, which like my profile. For inside the blockchain, there's a profile. You just click on profile, and then you can see there's a my custom setting. You press on my custom setting. You can see the add new. For example, I want to add new. Okay. So this time I say new profit strategy. Okay, new profit. And maybe these are trading profit, I put 0.5%. Okay, and then what I need to do is I need to save this strategy mode. So once I save it, okay, it will appear in my ATM strategy as well. Okay, so if let's say I go back to quantitative, I go back to smart strategy ATM, you can see on the bottom, new profit. So